Yo, what's happening, everybody? Come on in the room real quick. Just want to drop this little bit of information on you guys because I have been getting a lot of messages, inboxes, questions about running ads on social media, and how much should they run ads for, and how long should they run ads for. And ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of information that's all tied up into that. Let me get into this light so you guys can see me. There's a lot of information surrounding ads. Now, you guys, of course, you guys know that if you've been following me for this length of time, in my earlier years, I never saw a reason to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on ad spend. I can't tell you the number of clients or customers that I hear how much money they spent on running ads. Now, I'm going to break this thing down for y'all, man, to where you can finally see that spending a boatload of money on ads is unnecessary. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you some things of how much you should be spending on ads, how you can know what your ROI is. You need to know your ROI on ad spend. Your ROI is return on investment. How do you know if the money you're spending on ads is benefiting your business or not? First of all, I want you guys to take a look at the backdrop here. Now, this is off of an ad that I just temporarily ran because I wanted you guys to see how these numbers work. Now, let me slide over here. All right. Social media is set up to where they're going to send you all of these little drops and tips and thinking that, hey, look, if you spend $30 over another 3 days, you're going to get 4.6 thousand to 13.2 thousand people per day. But here's the thing, family. If you spent $50, look at that, $50 over the next 5 more days. Now that's $250 more over the $90 from the top one. So you can spend $90 from the top one, or $250 for the second one, or check this out, $490 for $70 over the next 7 days. But look at the numbers people that you're going to get per day. It's the exact same number. The number of people reached in these ad spends do not change. They don't change. So let's just say you set out a budget, you put out a budget of $100. Then they're going to say, well, hey, look, if you spend $130 and add 3 more days, so you just do the math on that. Or they're going to come back and say, if you spend $50 over the next 5 more days. So they want you to keep adding money to these ad spends, but your reach of customers has not changed. All the way down to $70 over 7 days. Family, stop wasting your money on ad spends. It is unnecessary to be, for instance, I know of a company right now. They're spending about $6,500 a month on autopilot. $6,000 a month on social media ad spends. And their ROI, I can tell you the return on their investment is abysmal. They are not getting any more clients, any more customers, paid customers, and they're not converting any more people to their business by spending $6,500 a month. It's not. And I have been telling that company, hey, listen, you guys pay me half of what you spending right now, and I'm going to get you the same results for half the cost. But in people's mind that don't understand social media marketing, they think the more money they spend, the more customers they're going to get. No, let me tell you something, family. I can get the same results. And in my course, Digital Target Marketing, I show you guys how you can get those same numbers, these same numbers organically without any ad spend. Now, I'm going to share my page with you because I'm going to break some things down to you guys, and I hope that you understand this. All right. So let me get in here to sharing this screen with you so you will know exactly what I am talking about. Let me show you. Now, this is an actual ad that was set up. This is the one that I took those numbers from. So you guys know that I'm telling you the truth. This same system here where you add $30. Now here's the thing. Even when I do run ads for customers, I set their budget at just $30. Let me show you. So you don't know that I'm telling you your story. I set the budget at $30 over a 3-day period. Now, look at my reach. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is a not so good ad. My ROI, my return on my cost per event response is $5.43. Ladies and gentlemen, this number here, this 543 needs to be 5 cents or less. This is why this ad here has been stopped. I stopped running this ad because of the amount of money that was being spent per click was terrible. This is why in this business called social media marketing, we have to stay on top of this. Because if I had to let this ad continue to run, I would have blew through the whole entire $30 budget for 3 people. So this is why when you run ads, you need to make sure that you know how to run the ads and how much you're spending the ads on, because this number, this $5.43 for 3 people, that's terrible. That's way terrible. But as long as that number is 5 cents and under, now we have something to work with, ladies and gentlemen. We have something to work with, and we can work with that. Because when you do the math on that 543, that's where your total amount, your budget is spent right there. $6.28 for 3 folks. But if this was around 5 cents per click, and it breaks it down for you, the post engagement, the link clicks, the event response, the post response, and then it breaks down even the age, your placements. It tells you everything. All of these, basically, this entire ad was watched more on a desktop system than a mobile app system. And it also breaks down the location. It tells you where the best people are viewing your ad is from. So basically what will happen is, and you can break down all of this, and you can fine tune this ad to where we're going to drop off everybody that's 10 and under. So it's not getting any traction in Mississippi all the way down to Delaware. So we're going to remove those, and this is how you have to critique your ad space. All right, but let me get you to the point that I'm saying. All of this, even if you spent $90 and added 9 more days to it, that's $810 more for the same amount of people, that 4 to 6,000 to 4.6 thousand, as if it's $30. Now you guys can pretty much see and understand why we do what we do, and we tell you don't overspend on your ads. When you're overspending on your ads, it's very costly money. You can take that ad spend budget and apply it and put it somewhere else. When you put that money somewhere else, then that can blow your business up even bigger than what it needs to be. Because instead of spending that money on ad spend, you can put that money in product research. You can put that money into your website development, developing the flow of your website, putting more into your content, You can spend more that's other than money. Now, you guys have already know my motto. My motto is um, spend less money on the front end to maximize your profits on the back end. But if you're blowing all of your money on ad spend, which is completely unnecessary, you really don't have to put any money into ad spend if you focus and put your attention into traffic flow. There it is. DTM is more focused on getting the traffic to come to your business or to your page. Because with people coming to your page, you have customers that you don't have to pay for. This is what we should focus on, ladies and gentlemen, getting the traffic flow to our business pages, not on blowing our budget on ad spend. Because it doesn't matter what dollar amount you spend, thinking that you're going to try to get more customers, you're going to spend more money on the same amount of customers. So minimize your spending on the front end to maximize your profits on the back end. And you definitely want to make sure that if you are spending more than 5 cents per view, if you're spending more than 5 cents per click, you are overspending on your ads and is not making you any money. Hey, I am the Leather Cowboy. You know what? I got so many hats and so many business. I run all of these together at some time. But this is what we teach here at Book RD Muhammad, to where we show you how you can live life on your own dreams and fire your boss. But you have to understand this concept about social media marketing. This is the new way of doing business. Everybody is transitioning and moving away from that old traditional brick and mortar way of doing business. Even if you think in the traditional way of brick and mortar, when you run ads or coupons in the paper, or if you're doing direct mailers, so I know several companies who do direct mailers. You're spending a set amount of money on paper going out to certain residents in certain markets. Ladies and gentlemen, you can rest assured that 60% of those are going to go into the trash. 60% are going into the trash. So you've spent money on something that didn't return you any money by basing that figure off of all I need is 1 or 2 and then I'm going to make my money back. That is a terrible business model. In this world we call social media marketing, we spend our money on people that have already requested the product or the service that we are selling or advertising. In such, we already know that they want this, and we're just putting it in front of them to say, hey, look at us. Check this out. All we have to do, ladies and gentlemen, as social media marketers, is make sure that our page is attractive enough that they will click onto the page and then buy our product or our service. But you don't have to spend unnecessary money on ad spend. Hey, you guys can get this type of information and tips and tools. Tune in to Plugged In, the podcast where I am your informational plug, and I'm plugging you in with the information you need in order for you to be successful. Family, don't keep ripping yourself off by spending unnecessary money in places that you don't need to spend your money into. I'll see you guys on the other side. Tune back in the next time. I'll be dropping you tips just like this. Tips just like this to make your business profitable. Hey, peace.